Action Sports Jack's Friday Night Blitz. Sponsored by Whataburger, just like you like it.
Hey, a little calm before the storm of the high school football postseason on the Friday Night Blitz, but still a few matchups to get to under the moonlight in Northeast Florida. Welcome into the Friday Night Blitz. You see the brackets behind me, the official release show, of course, on Thursday. We'll dive into all these matchups shortly, but let's start with some actual games on the field tonight. Sunshine State Athletic Association, you got Fernandina Beach hosting Paxson. First quarter, Pirates up 7. Ian Miller finds his wide receiver Aiden Poe, breaking not one but 2 tackles, and then he leaves a flock of Golden Eagles in his dust. 73-yard touchdown. Pirates go ahead 14-0. Back from the half, same score. Pirates still leading and in Golden Eagles territory, but Javon Johnson ends their trip to the red zone with an interception. Golden Eagles, however, unable to cash in, so it remains 14-0 Fernandina Beach. Fourth quarter, Pirates now up 21-0 at midfield. Under 10 minutes to go. Ephraim Singleton plowing his way through the trenches. He finds his way into the end zone for the final score of the game. Pirates winning the shutout 28-0. Here's Olivia Tasley and Coach Blake Willis after the win.
You had one of the top leading rushers on the other side of the ball. You were able to shut his run game down, as well as shut the Paxson Eagles offense down with your defense. How proud are you guys of that, guys? Very,
very, very. That's been a big emphasis on our practice points on defense the past few weeks, is really making sure these guys know what their role are and in the run game, and making sure that they execute those. So they did a great job with that tonight.
How fun was watching that 73-yarder?
Oh, super fun. Yeah, that's a big play for us. I'm always happy when those happen.
And now next week, you have a big one next week against West Nassau, another rival on the docket for you. What is going to go into game planning for them?
Well, so it's a rematch. So we'll go back and look at the game that happened earlier in the season, and try to fix what we did there, see what we could have done a little bit better. It's a big game. It's the semifinals, so we're going to be super excited. And I know the guys are pumped for it. They're going to be practicing really hard. When you hear they put up almost 50 points, does that kind of scare you in this defense a little bit, or are you ready for the task? Well, I mean, they can score points even though they're very run dominant. I mean, they're not too shy on the scoreboard, so I think we'll be up for the task. They got 30 on us last time, so I think again we'll make corrections and we'll try to do the best we can. Perfect, Coach. Really appreciate your time. Enjoy the win for now, and we'll see you guys next week. That'll do it here at Fernandina Beach High School. I'm Olivia Tasley for Coach Willis. Guys, let's send it back to you.
That was Deontay Sims on that touchdown, by the way, the last one. Let's see how West Nassau got there, hosting undefeated Umatilla. Second quarter, both teams having already traded touchdowns. Skylar Freeman will take this handoff, finds a hole, and finally gets run down after a big gainer on the far side. They just get to him inside the 20. That would set up Smo Green to finish off this drive with a touchdown for West Nassau. Makes it 19-15 in favor of the home team. Then before the half, how about Skylar Freeman again? This time they're not going to get him. They're not going to stop him. He's got blocking help. He's taking it in. 25-22 Warriors at the half. We go to the second half. Umatilla trying to keep up. This is Ray Jenkins, a little tunnel screen to Bryce Norfleet. Going to take it all the way down inside the 5-yard line. Umatilla would score on the next play to retake the lead. But on the next drive, Skylar Freeman again. How about a second touchdown of the game? West Nassau would retake the lead as he goes tumbling in to the end zone, and here's where the game flipped. Both teams trading scores. This is a huge defensive stop. 4th and goal at the 1, and Warriors get the stop. Then they hand it to Smo Green, putting on a highlight here, bouncing off tacklers, in for 6. West Nassau gets the victory 45-36. As mentioned, they will host Fernandina Beach next week in a SSAA Atlantic semifinal.
All right, Coach, an emotional win, and you have a chance to beat Fernandina Beach for the second time this year next week. How does that feel?
It feels great. The first thing, after we beat them in the regular season, I went to their head coach and we're probably going to play again in the playoffs. They're a very well coached team. Blake Willis does a fantastic job over there. But we're gonna savor this one. Got to get back to work tomorrow. They were undefeated. It's hard to beat undefeated teams. I was telling my kids they don't know how to lose right now because they're They're undefeated, so it's huge. I'm happy, but we're going to get ready to work and get ready to work Monday, try to get a victory.
Tell me about the emotion on the sideline. I was, up and down the sideline, you and your entire coaching staff. Does that just show how much it means for this program to really turn it around in recent years? And one loss on the season, it's been a huge turnaround.
Oh, it means everything. Our coaches have put invest and poured sweat and blood in this program. Our kids have poured sweat and blood in this program. It's very, it's just very huge. It's very emotional. But we're not done yet. We got to beat teams that's beat us in the playoffs. You back, I believe, in 2003, they beat us in the playoffs, and Fernandina missed last. So it's good to get back to victory, but got to get ready to work Monday.
Coach, appreciate it. Congrats on the win.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, that'll do it here from West Nassau. 45 points for West Nassau here to advance in the playoffs. That'll do it right now. I'm Jason Hamby, Action Sports Jacks.
Thank you, Jason. Only other game in the main championship brackets of the SSAA came in the 8-man ranks. FSDB Dragons see their season come to a close in Merritt Island. Florida Def ends the year at 7-2. Consolation 3A bracket in the SSAA featuring Christchurch at Oak Hall. First quarter, CCA going to set the tone. They got running back Raiden Butts. He's taking the handoff and busting up the middle. Scores to make it 7-0 for the visiting Eagles in a matchup of all Eagles. To the third quarter, CCA trailing at this point, but answer back with a little bit of trickery. John Upchurch, a little flea flicker. He finds a wide open Palmer Cowart for the score. That cut the lead to 16-14. They came back to tie it at 22, but it is Oak Hall who escapes with a 28-22 victory over CCA to advance to the semifinals.
This is Action Sports Jacks Friday Night Blitz, sponsored by Whataburger, just like you like it.
The last game of the high school football regular season was on Tuesday night. Beachside coming from behind to take down Fleming Island. This was big for the Cougars. They win their first ever district championship, clinch a playoff spot. Fleming Island misses the cut when it comes to the playoffs. As you take a look here at the brackets, nearly 24 local teams will be contending for a state championship in the state of Florida, another 4 up in southeast Georgia. And really some of the things that stick out to me, 6 local teams earning #1 seeds in their region. Ponte Vedra, St. Augustine, Bowles, Bradford, Rains, and University Christian. That means if they keep winning, at least the first 3 weeks will be on home turf for them. 1A Region 1, 6 of the 8 teams are from our area, including a couple all-local matchups. Providence at Trinity, as well as Impact at Episcopal. Some bubble teams that made it in. NFEI and Providence down in 1A. You talk about Baker County as the 8 seed in 3A, and then Middleburg as the 7 seed in 5A. Now, let's turn our attention to a big matchup. I'm talking about Oakleaf and Nice, perhaps the best matchup on the slate.
The Game of the Week, sponsored by Whataburger.
So we have decided it shall be our game of the week next Friday. That means you'll be able to watch the entire thing streaming live on the Action Sports Jacks 24/7 network. Remember, it was Oakleaf that upset Nice in the playoffs 1 year ago after their undefeated run. Now, we'll see if there's a little payback on the way. Coach Foy from Oakleaf loves that both teams had a bye week to get ready for this battle.
I think it works for both of our programs because when you look at both of our strength of schedules, I mean, we played some guys. And so to have this week to kind of get, to get some guys healthy, to get some treatment, and Lord knows it's taking everything, all the time we can get to mentally get prepared for a group that's so talented and so smart. I like having it.
Will be the centerpiece of our Friday Night Zone Blitz coverage next week starting at 8 o'clock live on the 24/7 network.
The Player of the Week, sponsored by Whataburger.
Congratulations to our Week 11 Whataburger Player of the Week, Elijah Richards. Had 350 yards rushing on 19 carries, scoring 5 touchdowns for the Wolfson Wolfpack. Welcome back to the Friday Night Blitz. We'll have a full half-hour show again next week as the regular season is now over. The playoffs for the FHSAA and GHSA get started next week. Included in those playoffs, TJ Cole, quarterback from the Rains Vikings, this week officially making his commitment to go play at the next level. TJ Cole committing to Florida A&M, our reigning Friday Night Blitz Player of the Week, quarterback for the Reigns Vikings, will be instrumental once again as they look to make another playoff run.
Get local sports on demand with Action Sports Jax 24/7. All sports, all local, all the time. From the locker room to the field, the Jags, high school football, the Jacksonville Armada, and don't forget the Brett and Austin Show.
They're all in on Trevor. Of course.
Download the Action News Jax Now app, available wherever you stream or at actionnewsjax.com. TV, phone, laptop, desktop. Action Sports Jax 24/7. Jacksonville sports all the time.